So I am sitting in my hotel room in Dublin, and I wanted to tell you what I was up to. I've had I look blind right now. I've had my face in manuscripts all morning, and some of the manuscripts are client manuscripts, people who are writing books for their business. And I'm also working on a chapter of my own memoir. And I'll tell you, the more I read other people's work, the more I look at my own work and revise, revise, revise. I get to thinking about this book I read. It was a woman named Vivian Gornick who wrote a book called The Situation and the Story. And her thesis is that when you first write a story, you're getting the situation down. This happened, and then this happened, and then that happened. And the first couple of drafts, you're entering the story at a certain point, you're getting all of the variables in there, and you're exiting the story and, moving on to the next. And what happens is it takes a few drafts before you realize something really important is missing. And the thing that typically is missing is the story beneath the situation. Because we get obsessed as people telling stories about the events. But the events really don't matter. What matters is how those events happened, how the people involved in those stories reacted to the events, what they wanted more than anything, what was getting in their way, why they think the way they think, why they make the mistakes they do. And that's actually where things get interesting. That's the story. So in acting and film, actors show up with a screenplay and they've got to know the motivation of these characters. And that motivation, that's actually the story that they're working with. They can say the words, they can say the dialogue. But until they understand the motivation, there's like something huge missing. And so if you're writing and something feels like it's missing, it feels flat, it feels like this happened and this happened and this happened and there's no emotionality, it's because the story's missing. And man, I'll tell you, it takes some doing to get it in there, but until you do, it ain't baked. So, thought I'd share that with you this morning.